Let's stay with that story. Zandile Gumede has officially been removed as eThekwini mayor. That's the final word from the leadership of the KwaZulu-Natal ANC. The party's Deputy Secretary General, Jessie Duarte, says the national leadership agrees that Gumede must vacate office immediately. Well, for more on this, I'm joined via Skype by political analyst Sanusha Naidu. Sanusha, good morning to you. Is it really over, or is the national leadership a bit too optimistic on this one?
Good morning, Kohli. I think this has been such a protracted issue within the province. I mean, the fact that the PEC met and they decided that, based on a governance report, that they were going to relieve the former mayor of her duties. She accepted the decision. She submitted her resignation, and then she retracted. And she decided that I'm going to take this fight to the way in which I want to deal with it. And of course, she's got the kind of groundswell support in the province. And so this kind of tells you how broken some of these institutions are at the provincial level. For National to step in and for the Deputy Secretary General to fly down to KZN and then to say, you need to follow the kind of governance protocol that the party has. And of course, there were intimations as well that she had went to a meeting in Latuli House, and then she decided, I'm going to either fight this or I'm going to do what I want. And I think these are the kinds of issues that tend to take the party into the kind of distress that it is at the moment in terms of its governance protocols.
The reason I asked you this question about whether or not it's really over, Sanusha, is that the Secretary General, Deputy Secretary General of the party, Jessie Duarte, addressed the eThekwini councillors yesterday after it's understood that they'd had this meeting with Zandile Gumede. And that's where the stumbling block really is, because it is those councillors in that eThekwini council that could agree with the national leadership and, abide by those decisions, or simply collapse it by deciding that they're not going to vote in any new mayor if it's not Zandile Gumede or a female candidate.
I mean, I think that in itself tells you, Kohli, how fragmented and how disconnected the party is from its own councillors, its own MPs that actually have this kind of power at the subnational level in the province, and not just in KZN. I think in many of the provinces, you're seeing this kind of behavior start to play itself out in terms of the kinds of power blocks that these councillors hold. So as much as you say, as much as we think that it may be over, as much as we may feel that the former mayor has acceded to the wishes of National and to the discussions and negotiations that the Deputy Secretary Secretary General has had with the councillors in the province, it does remain to be seen whether this will be an issue that will resolve itself, whether we'll see a kind of voting in and an inauguration of a new mayor, because I think the stakes are so high in terms of how these individuals have crafted their power bases within the provincial structures. And we've seen this in the run-up to the 2019 election. We're going to probably see even more of this behavior in the run-up to the 2021 election.
Senator Naidu, thank you very much for your insights there. She's a political analyst joining us via Skype.